Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. Buckle up and strap in. We have another hard hitter today. We have some massive issues going on. Are you seeing this stuff that's going on out there? Pretty sure you are. Whew, my goodness, this is insanity. So today we have to have another hard talk. So buckle up and strap in, folks. We're at the front end of a recession. Are you seeing this? Are you aware of this? I know I wasn't in the last one. So I know many people are not aware of it either. So we have to continue to get ahead of the curve and temperature check and heat map everything we can to keep a level head on our shoulders in these very tricky times. The reality, folks, like I said before, like I've said many times before, this all comes down to psychology. This all comes down to the psychology of sales. This all comes down to herd mentality. And I'll just tell you what, as soon as recession starts to dominate the airwaves, whether you have money or not, you're buckling up, you're strapping in, you're tightening your belt, you're not spending, and that's going to stifle the economy. All we've done, side note, with this economy is paused the inevitable. Why? Because of the pandemic. Always comes back to the pandemic. This pandemic will, in fact, be it's just going to have a lifelong lasting effect on this economy. Mismanaged. I'm sorry, but this was completely mismanaged. They kicked the can so far down the road that they just paused the inevitable. They paused a recession and now put us in actuality depression risk. Insanity. So what you have to understand, folks, again, pulling no punches. It's always going to be hard hitting. We're going to talk about hard to talk about things. And listen, folks, I'm a positive guy. This is maybe that's why many of you tune in, because you know that's the case with me. But I'm giving it to you, and I'm giving it to you straight, like my teenage adult kids like to say, Dad spitting facts again. Kids. Anyway, so folks, what we have to understand, the majority, we're going to keep it local here in America, but I know my worldwide viewers, you're feeling the same things. The majority of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck as inflation continues to rob them of their savings account. Why? Because they're now subsidizing their cost of living with savings, because many of them are getting crushed by this inflation. Crushed at the gas station and food prices, to name a few. I don't know how you guys are doing this with these. Oh my gosh, this is insanity. But it gets better or worse, depending on how you're looking at it. Not only are the majority of Americans living paycheck to paycheck. That is not good, folks. Many Americans are also living with less than $1,000 in an emergency fund in their bank account. They are running on fumes. Listen, and I really sympathize with all the people that are going through this, because I did that in the last bubble. Why I am probably here today. There are many reasons that brought me to the camera for sure. But one of the big ones is, in fact, I lived through the last housing bubble. And anytime you place the housing market in a bubble that's demonstrated this type of behavior that we're in now, always has resulted in a crash. So it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out we're in it again, but this time it's almost worse, because this is pure and unadulterated market manipulation. They're kicking the can down the road. We have doubled the amount of money in circulation. Our debt sheet, our balance sheet is highest it's ever been, trillions and trillions of dollars. It's just been market manipulation. So folks, what we have to understand is one of the things that's going to happen is we are in fact in the front end of a recession. We've paused the recession. All our life support measures are pretty much spent at this point. We are going to pay the piper. The dust will settle, and we're going to have blowback. It will, in fact, and it already is, a recession. Simply because what's happening now is people are recessing. Because when, I don't know about you, when I go to the gas station and I fill up my car, you know, a lot of times either I'm in a hurry, so I got to get out of there and I won't top off, or I just realize, shoot, I'm at $100. Let's stop the madness. Insanity. Insanity. We're at the front end of a recession. It happened in the last one. It's happening again right in front of many, but many are not paying attention to it. All they know is, like me in the last, well, God, gas prices are going up. This is really bad. This is so big, so big. So folks, listen, in final thoughts today, our job is to continue to be a level-headed realist, understand what's coming, because that way we will be way less paralyzed by it when it hits, because we will have talked about it. Our job is to wake people up. Our rewards in life will always be in direct proportion to our contribution. And right now, the way we can contribute is to let people know, to ring the bell, to sound the alarm. This is a recession. There's no escape in this one. As this robs people that bought in this bubble of their savings, what limited savings they may have, eventually you're going to get behind on their payments, and notice of defaults will start getting issued by the banks. Mark my words. You can help me by simply giving the video a like. You can contribute. Your rewards will be in direct result if you just simply help me get this message out. We can save a lot of people right now. We're going to continue. We're going to continue to come on and give solutions as we hit potentially a foreclosure crisis. I'm going to be here to help many people understand how to navigate through that quickly and efficiently and get out. But many people won't. They will simply walk away. You don't have to walk away from a home. You can do a loan mod. You can do a short sale. So in terms of that, that's what we're seeing now. This is just step one of what's coming. The inflation is crushing people. Eventually, they can no longer make their payment. They will get behind. We will see that inventory come. Unfortunately, many people will buy into the shrink back, don't spend no matter what. And there'll be some heavy hitters. We already know there's many of them out there and a lot of cash right now that are just sitting on the sidelines with their feet up, twiddling their thumbs until it comes. If you appreciate the content, I humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. Social media links are in the description of this video. If you'd like more access to me along with other channels I've appeared on that I think you will love, including but not limited to my good friend Dan over at iAllegedly. If you're watching from your television set today, there's another video on your screen for your convenience, along with an easy subscribe icon for your use. As always, thank you for your time today. Please go make it count. We will see you on the next video.